Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Geometry Survivor. Big shout out to my friend Jeff for pointing out that my volume was for some reason a lot lower than the volume of the ads in my video, so I've tweaked my microphone settings. Hopefully this is better. Please let me know if it isn't, and let's go ahead and try to survive. So we've played through basically all the ships that I think are really worth playing with, except for this Wonder. So no evolutions, which is sad, but we do get an extra weapon slot, which, you know, should count for something. Let's see how it goes. Oh man, this feels weird playing on normal speed, I gotta say. I've actually tried more games with the fast ship off camera, and that was using my keyboard, and I definitely died like every single time. So it's difficult. I must have either been lucky or maybe just playing with a controller makes a big difference. I love Supercharge, so I'm gonna take it. I guess you could try to be strategic and give some consideration to which weapons have the least significant evolutions and prioritize those. An obvious one is the blast shield, which gives you like an extra life. So then it's kind of like you're playing the regular game, but you have extra lives from the blast shield, and you what's her face? You don't really miss out on much from the blast shield because its evolution is stupid. Okay, let's see. I haven't done force field, but I have played it off camera. I don't like it. I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, it slows down a bunch of enemies, but it doesn't kill them. I feel like quad laser and black hole also slow down enemies by making them die. I will do this, but I'm gonna do this in a different run where we have evolutions so we can see what the evolution of this is. But for now, let's just take allied ship. That's a good fire and forget one with a little bit of cognitive load because that ship floating around sometimes looks like an enemy, and then like when they get all like that, meaning they're about to die, that can be a little bit confusing. Still would love to see some quad laser, black hole, maybe even fat laser. I gotta say, the number of rerolls that you get with a fully upgraded reroll stat is rather large relative to the small number of weapons that exist in the game. So I do hope that the developers just make more weapons to make rerolls, you know, more relevant. Now, clock gun, maybe that was actually a mistake because I feel like clock gun gets good when you upgrade it a lot and get the evolution that makes it fire non-stop. But since I'm not actually going to make it fire non-stop because I'm not going to get evolutions, maybe I shouldn't have taken it. Perhaps it would have been smarter there to take something else or to reroll. Okay, I don't like the proximity blaster. We'll take slingshot though. I do like that. And we have, you know, more weapon slots to work with here, so we can still pick up a quad laser or a black hole later. I really just want one of those two. Get those big kills, and then the rest of the slots can honestly just be any kind of fire and forget, and maybe blast shield. Oh dear, I made it small. That's what he said. Hey, yo, okay. Okay, the explosions of the allied ship kind of confused me there. That's why I moved in a hesitating fashion. With the slingshot, you really want to move in the same direction for the entire time that the slingshot spawns. I just love black hole. It's super fun. It's not like gonna have amazing stats in terms of the number of enemies that it kills, so maybe I'm overvaluing it, but I just really appreciate that it's just this big pile that kills a ton of enemy ships all at once. Oh, do love supercharge though. Do love that. Oh, and then black hole, another cool thing I like about it actually is the way that it leaves behind this present for you of just a giant pile of experience and credits, because all the ships die in the same place. Like right there. Yep. Quad laser! Hello, my lovely. I see you slipped into something a little bit more comfortable. Let me help you take it off. Ooh, that pokes. All right, let's, that's always fun when you get both the supercharge and the quad laser. Probably it's actually not good to have them happen at the same time since they're kind of redundant, but I love it nonetheless. Yeah, get in there. Okay, so we got the allied ship and the clock gun for our fire and forget. We have the black, oh, it's everything. Oops, I didn't get blast shield. Oops. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab slingshot. Though there is definitely a case to be made for auto fire just because that is pretty effective when it's leveled up a lot. I am not super concerned, I guess, about using my rerolls here. Maybe I should have used them to try to get Blast Shield, or maybe we can pretend that I didn't get Blast Shield on purpose to make the game harder. But, I don't care about the rerolls anymore because there's no value now to getting something up to level 4 to unlock the evolution since we don't have evolutions here. Yep. All right, starting to get some of these bigger waves. Oh, look at that, that was delicious. And I'm not gonna min-max those. We will take, you know what? Let's actually grab, okay, let's take one of Quad Laser. I feel like the first one makes a big difference. Or, almost died. Yeah, I mean, definitely like the second and third upgrades also make a difference, but the first one just seems very noticeable to me. Maybe that's just because of like what fraction of the screen is taken up by it really dramatically increases when you upgrade Quad Laser just once. And then from that point on, I think I would take auto aim because it is an effective little weapon, even though it's just your basic weapon. I feel like it's good, and I like that in games. I like it when the thing that you begin with in a game is not bad, and it's like a delicate, you know, balance, because as a developer you don't want to make it like too good so that people don't even want to take the other stuff, but you don't want it to be just like total trash. I mean, some games like the wildly overrated Slay the Spire are like, yeah, no, everything you start with is just complete garbage and you just need to deal with it, and that's one way to approach the problem. Personally, I think that's super lazy game design. I admire developers who try to tune it and strike a good balance. You want to be excited about the things that you find, but you also want to be excited about the thing that you start with. That is my opinion. Oh my god, that black hole lasts a long time. I was like waiting for it to go away so I could go pick up my present. Or, almost died. Luckily, Supercharge came on at just the right time. Another thing I'm hoping for is more creative use of the different ship mechanic. Of the ships, I think that the one I think is the coolest is the one that makes the game 30% faster. That one I think is really neat because it's like, it's definitely harder when it's faster, but it also means you finish the run sooner. So there's like a quality of life benefit and a drawback in mechanical terms. I also have to give an honorable mention to the one that just randomizes your upgrades, because even though that does completely change the game and takes away a big part of the game, it's also nice not having the game stop. I appreciate that a lot more than I thought I would. Like, it doesn't take that much effort, you know, to pick a thing and keep on playing, but when it goes away, when you just get to keep playing immediately after leveling up, there's like a certain satisfaction to that, and I appreciate that. The other ships, you know, it's like, whatever. Okay, so I get an extra weapon, but I can't evolve. I'm sad that I can't get evolutions, and I'm not that excited about having the extra weapon. So all in all, it's not like something that I feel excited about as a player. And then same for the drifting one. It's like, okay, so I drift, which I guess is a little more uncomfortable, and I start with 2 upgrades that I don't care about that much. I mean, maybe let's say you love the phasing and blast shield upgrades, but even so, you can just get them with your giant pile of rerolls that you unlock after not that much time playing the game. Actually, you know, if you're paying the credits, I guess I forget how much that ship costs, but if you have the credits to spare to buy that ship, you probably have already, you know, got enough credits to either have or be close to having all your rerolls, and then once you have all the rerolls, you can pretty much force getting any weapons that you want if you're diligent enough about it. Let's just get Quad Laser to finish it up so I don't roll it anymore. I mean, I know that that's kind of a fallacy because we're gonna get everything anyway, so it's not like you get anything faster or better if you max out one thing so it doesn't show up in your level ups anymore. But it is psychologically satisfying to do it that way. All right, let's actually just get more auto aim. Since I do have Black Hole and Quad Laser and Slingshot, which are all kind of ineffective at just stopping things that are coming at you real quick. I like the idea of auto aim. Like, for example, those green things can be absolutely murderous. If they're coming at you when quad laser is not effective, or not effective. Quad laser is always effective. How dare you, Boris? Impugn the majesty of the almighty quad laser. When quad laser is on cooldown, and when supercharge is on cooldown, you can just get up against it because they're faster than you. And that's actually with the fact that I've gotten the speed upgrades for my ship through meta progression. It must be very challenging playing the base game. I guess that's like the ultimate challenge, right? Is you turn off all your upgrades, you refund them, then you buy the thing that makes the game harder, and then you play as the ship that has only 1 HP, so that you're playing like the base game, but harder and with only 1 life. So like in that kind of a situation, I do think that those green enemies that move erratically and move faster than you would have a very high chance of being run enders. Actually, how would I play that? I don't think I'm good enough to play that way, because even like the basic game is it's challenging for me. I mean, I get hit. I think you have to just, well, okay, you only get 1 reroll. Yeah, so without all the upgrades, you only have 1 reroll. So I guess, okay, you could keep the rerolls on, and then maybe just reroll aggressively for blast shield, and then, you know, hope for the best after that. I'm not sure like what weapons are considered like the safest, because typically anything that you think would be the most powerful would also be the safest thing to have. You know, let's get some more. Let's get some more round the clock, if you catch my drift, upgrades. Like, yes, black hole coming on 15% more often is nice, but I am more concerned about just general enemies coming at me dying perpetually, because I have quad laser, and one of the many virtues of quad laser is that it has a pretty short cooldown and it kills everything around you, so it's just probably ridiculously overpowered. I'm trying to pretend like it's not, like, oh, I just love it, you know, it's totally subjectively, and it's not like an overpowered thing. It probably is just grotesquely overpowered. I hope that never changes. But yeah, since it does kill everything around you on a very short cooldown, I don't feel like I need the black hole firing all the time, the same way that I need stuff coming at me to just die when things get really hairy, because that is where I get hit in a lot of my games off camera, is stuff's coming at me and I get surrounded and it just doesn't die, because whatever I have to kill things just doesn't kill it in that moment. Oh, we're gonna use the slingshot as the battering the ram there. That was very satisfying. Oh, that supercharged at absolutely nothing in this brief in-between period where we're just spawning these bombs. Remember, always look at the bombs. Keep an eye on the bombs. Oh, we're starting the conga lines. We're here. Was that what we're doing? Oh, that quad laser. Did you see that quad laser? Oh my God, did you see that supercharge? I know you're watching the video. Well, actually, I don't. Maybe you're just like listening. This would be a really fun game to just listen to. Like, yeah, I don't really have time to pay attention, but I'll just keep this on in the background while I'm working. This game that's about absolutely nothing else than dodging enemies. We'll just listen to what's going on. Yeah, let's get clock gun. It does fire pretty quickly, not round the clock, but if I remember correctly, it fires pretty quickly with just the level 4 upgrade, even before you evolve it. Okay, a little uncomfortable, Like, this is the kind of situation where, you know, you don't really want to be waiting for your supercharge or your quad laser to come on. You really just want enough fire and forget type stuff shooting off your ship that the enemies just die. Oh, that was, oh my God, I accidentally aligned the slingshot perfectly with that conga line. Oh my God, just it came right into it. Delicious. Oh, that black hole's hoop. I'm just gonna try to circle around my black hole, get all those, because those green things are deadly, man. They are brutal. Okay, can my supercharge get that entire spawn? Uh-oh, there's still a spawn. Oh my God, I can't believe I made it out of there. That was risky. Okay, we're just gonna finish clock gun. I really just want stuff to die. Yeah, it's pretty much firing around the clock, I would say. I would say that qualifies as around the clock coverage. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, Shoot, 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 shoot. Yep, it's going all the time. Yeah, okay. So it's even without the evolution, it does just kind of happen always. Man, another wave of those greens. Deadly. Okay, black hole, really good. If you guys would just go in there, that would be terrific. Oh, there's another one coming from the top. Oh, God. See, like, I was barely able to sneak around the outside. And if I didn't have meta progression speed upgrades, those would have caught up to me. Okay, let's get this ally chip. I have been ignoring it completely. Man, supercharge was really good against those, whatever those are. Oh, did I just get hit? I think I did. I think I just got hit. Yep, game over if we were playing with 1 HP. Unless, of course, you can still spawn hearts. I don't know if you spawn hearts. Technically, you shouldn't, unless it's just like a hidden thing. All it says is that you begin the game with 1 HP on that hardcore ship. I don't even know if that means that your meta progression hearts turn off. I have to say, it doesn't really affect things that much if you still get your meta progression extra hearts, because I think the base game you have like, what, 3 hearts, is it? So you're really only losing 2 HP, and that's completely reasonable. It gets hardcore if you turn off all your upgrades. But yeah, even if it turns off your heart upgrades, you still might be able to find hearts sitting out. Whoa, that's a lot of ships just kind of going into a black hole off screen. Oh, look at that big pile. Look at that pile. Yeah, one thing I foresee as being a big problem, actually, for the hardcore challenge is getting around these waves, because the speed makes a big difference. Like, the speed of your ship, you are definitely slower than a lot of, okay, not a lot, but you're definitely slower than some of the notable enemies in this game. And if the enemies are literally faster than you, then you have to think very carefully about your movement and your upgrade selections. All right, let's get more allied ship. That's a fire and forget thing, so that can just kill more stuff. Oh dear, these bombs are getting bigger. So just keep an eye on the bombs, kind of wait for them to go off. That's another reason why constant fire and forget effects are important. It reduces how long you have to, wait for the enemy mines to start to go off. Because the sooner they go off, the better, right? Like, as soon as they go off, you just dodge the blast radius and then you're fine. And if you're sitting there, oh God. Okay, supercharge coming on saved me there. Or saved a hit point at any rate. Yeah, so if you're just like waiting for them to go off, it's a real problem. Oh, interesting. You can get mutations without evolutions? I did not know that mutation is independent of evolution. Interesting. I wonder if you still have to have it at level 4, or if you could just find it. Okay, we're gonna save loot magnet for last. I am unconcerned about leveling up, and I am also unconcerned about credits at this point, especially since we're pretty close to the part of the game, or the part of the series where I'm gonna be turning off my upgrades. Oh dear. Got hit. Got hit. So I guess probably like the challenges would happen in stages. So first I would get all the upgrades that make the game harder and just try to beat the game on that, which is pretty significant because what it does is it makes the enemies faster, and that is where, like, if you're watching, you can see that there are times where, like, my speed relative to the enemies is a big deal. Like, I'm just barely able to get out of a ring. So being thoughtful about your movement and, more thoughtful than I have been about which weapons you take is really crucial. Probably, I mean, my theory is maybe, like, you just need to make sure that you have a lot of constant fire. Something like taking quad laser and black hole and supercharge and slingshot is a luxury that you can't afford. You need more things like clock gun, the sniper, leveling up your auto aim in a timely fashion to make sure that just the mass of enemies coming at you gets destroyed. Ooh, spikies. Okay, so I was wrong. I could have taken force field, and had a chance at finding out what the evolution, or sorry, not the evolution, but what the mutation was, even though evolutions are turned off. Can I get in here? Okay. That was arguably a little bit excessive. Arguably, that was, oh, that was just a random hit. Hey, we can't take anything for granted here. I'm getting hit here. That was 2 hits in rapid succession. 3 hits in rapid succession. Oh my God. Yeah, even with my upgrades turned on, I am having a bit of a tight call here. Clearly, this build I've put together is not actually that strong. Maybe even just for the base game. Too many long cooldown weapons. Possibly also I'm impacted by the lack of evolution. Like, it's possible that whatever my, oh my God, I was just cornered. Oh, 3 health, down to 3 health. It's possible that whatever my 7th weapon is, oh, a 3rd mutation, my God. That's kind of cool. I've never had 3, I don't think. It's possible that whatever my 7th weapon is just providing less value than having evolutions of the other 6, what having evolutions of the other 6 weapons would have provided. I'm just taking those mines. Yeah. Okay, got a bomb conga below me. Another bomb conga. All right, we're down to 1.5 minutes. I think it's possible. I mean, I've got a shot at winning this. It definitely lost a lot of HP in pretty scary rapid succession. Oh, that was a good slingshot, though. That was a good one. Glad I got that one. Oh, man. Still thinking about it. It was years ago, and I'm still just like, oh, that was a hell of a slingshot. So I guess the number of mutations you get is random, or else I am bad at finding them. Could be any or all of the above. Okay, slingshot. Yeah, you get him. Oh, wait, I fired that slingshot directly into my black hole. Probably not optimal. Probably some constructive criticism could have improved the functionality of that decision. Ooh, pile of credits. Okay, I mean, I don't care about the credits, but it's fine. Just gotta be a little careful when you use your supercharge. You don't want to leave yourself in a bad position when it expires or accidentally get blown up by a bomb, which you're vulnerable to. Okay, I think I'm gonna make it. I think if I'm gonna lose 15 health and 3 health in 15 seconds, I deserve to be unhappy for the rest of my life. Oh my God, there's a 4th one. Projectiles leave a damaging trail. Yes, we've seen that before, and it is toasty. I am just trapped here. Oh my God, I almost did just die. That's why I need those upgrades to like increase your invulnerability after getting hit. You can just spend the last 10 seconds in a corner. Okay, that was a scary one. All in all, I guess I'm not really that impressed with this ship. It doesn't make the game more interesting, and it does seem to make it harder. So like if I wanted it to be harder, I would just play the fast ship. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. Let's do our upgrades. So first, we gotta figure out what ship we're playing with next. So we got Greedy, which is just gonna make the game harder. And then that makes it easier, and that is my hardcore thing. Okay, so we'll do a challenge run here. We're gonna do this. So double the amount of XP to level up. That's pretty harsh. I mean, that makes the game harder, and I don't need the credits, obviously, so it's just making the game harder. So at this point, let's get our final health, and then start getting these invulnerability upgrades. So I think we'll start with more invulnerability after getting hit. Ooh, I get to finish it. That's a cheap one, apparently. So now we have an extra 2.5 seconds of invulnerability. Then after the next run, we're gonna start working on boost speed, because we're out of ships. This ship makes the game easier. So I guess I could buy the Challenger next time if I win with Greedy. Then I'll buy Challenger next time. And after buying Challenger, I'll just play with that until I win with it. But anyway, that's it. Bye-bye.